Hello, my name is Justin Liriano. There was a girl named Emily, a regular teenage girl who started using social media apps in her mid-teens. She would use apps like Instagram on a consistent basis, following fitness influencers on their journeys to create the perfect body, or at the very least, the appearance of one. At the age of just 19, Emily would be diagnosed with an eating disorder. Though in recovery, she stated that, and I quote, "I felt like my body wasn't good enough because even though I did go to the gym a lot, my body still never looked like the bodies of these influencers." Emily is one of many girls who has unfortunately fallen victim to the toxic methods social media can use to keep their users on their apps for longer periods of time. Two of those methods being used are algorithms and targeted ads, often predatory in their nature. In this presentation, I will be arguing for the federal government to have some regulating power with these social media apps to ensure that less people are recommended content that can be extremely harmful for their physical and mental health. Before we continue onward, it's important to clarify what an algorithm is. An algorithm, in layman's terms, means the sequence or process for something to occur in. In regards to social media, it is the process of sorting posts and what users see based on their relevance to a specific user. This essentially means that the app will continue to recommend content or information that falls in line with what a user may initially be looking for. This works alongside targeted ads, which are advertisements that are meant to reach a specific audience and are also catered to an individual user's perceived interest. Working in combination with one another when unregulated, many people can be fed content that is a lot more harmful than it is beneficial. Establishing federal regulation for social media apps is crucial, as algorithms in their current form have proven to be harmful to younger demographics, leading to an increase in self-esteem issues and eating disorders amongst women specifically. Information from internal research at Facebook that was leaked to the Wall Street Journal showcased the harmful effect their apps had been having on specific individuals. One slide had even stated, and I quote, "We make body image issues worse for 1 in 3 teen girls." That was a slide that had been created in 2019 and was in addition to research that had been conducted over the course of a few years. Further leaks from internal slides and documents indicate that one post a researcher made stated, "Instagram is well positioned to resonate and win with young people." Another post said, "There is a path to growth if Instagram continue their trajectory." This massive leak was one of the most prominent examples of a social media juggernaut like Facebook being well aware of the negative impact their algorithms have been having on young, impressionable people. They've been aware of this, yet have seemingly prioritized maximizing their profits by maintaining the systems in place that created these problems to begin with. This issue is also further exacerbated by targeted ads, as the algorithms implemented to show these ads are again meant to emphasize profit over people. Private social media companies cannot be trusted to govern themselves, as their end goal and incentive will always be to make the most money possible. Federal regulation would create a massive safeguard for people on these apps who may be more prone to developing mental and physical health issues. Though many will argue that federal regulation will lead to more restrictions on freedom of speech and possibly more content that the government deems as too much being removed. This is a valid critique, however, it is not looking at the overall picture. Current social media algorithms in place have showcased private companies being unable to protect their young, impressionable users from content that can have long-term effects. It is important for the government to put its foot down on the general safety of its citizens as these platforms get bigger. Government regulation will not remove control entirely from Facebook and other private companies. However, it'll serve to balance out the desires for these companies to maximize their profits and the desire of the government to protect its citizens' safety and allow these companies to make profit in a safe, ethical way. I myself am a big fan of social media, and it is a part of my everyday life. However, I feel it is so important for us to acknowledge the failures of current social media algorithms and the negative impact they've had on young people over the course of many years. It's more important than ever for the federal government to step in and enforce regulations that will protect the people on these apps instead of protecting the profits of these social media companies. Thank you.